absolute tank. Right center field. It is off the wall. To second goes Ohtani. To home goes Ohtani. It was a home run. I don't know where that ball hit. It seemed like it was headed to the moon. Did it deflect off of some...
日本時間3月19日午後7時、米国時間同日、東京ドームで MLB2025 年シーズンの特別開幕シリーズ第2戦、ロサンゼルス、ドジャース対シカゴ、カブスが行われた。情報元、スポーツネット LA。試合の主役はもちろん、世界最高の二刀流スター、大谷翔平だ。現地スポーツネット LA の記者は、スタンドを埋め尽くした日本のファンの応援は、まるでワールド、ベースボール、クラシックや中南米のウィンターリーグを思わせるほど熱狂的、と、その圧倒的な盛り上がりを報じている。大谷が打席に立つ瞬間は、満員の東京ドームが一瞬ゴルフ中継のような静寂に包まれる独特な空気も注目された。さらに、この試合ではドジャースの新人、佐々木朗希投手がメジャーデビューを果たすなど、日本人選手の活躍が大きく期待された中、特に注目を浴びたのがやはり大谷翔平だった。試合の詳細なハイライト映像とともに、大谷翔平がどのような活躍を見せたのか、この後、日本語字幕付きでたっぷりお届けする。
At 23 years, 136 days old, Roki Sasaki becomes the third youngest Japanese-born player to make his Major League debut. As we lead you up to the pregame ceremonies at the Tokyo Dome, the Dodgers taking on the Cubs to close out that Tokyo series right here in 30 minutes. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Access Sportsnet Dodgers, brought to you by your Southern California Toyota dealers. John Hartung, Jerry Hairston Jr. getting plugged in once again, and Adrian Gonzalez is with us. Here we are at 2:30 in the morning. Adrian doing a pregame show, but this is it's well worth it to be able to stay up late or wake up early to see Roki Sasaki make his Major League debut.
Yeah, I'm excited. This is going to be such an exciting game. Roki Sasaki, can't wait to see what he does in the Tokyo Dome, in Japan. Rookie, you know, just everything about it is just excitement. And Jerry, you got batteries in?
I got batteries in. This is, remember, this is live, guys, at 2:30 in the morning. And I've been doing these shows, how many years now? 12 years? Sometimes you lean back and the mic gets lost here, so
sometimes
we're back in business.
All right, well, let's check out the lineup Dave Roberts is going with for the final game of the Tokyo series. They are facing the Cubs left-hander Justin Steele. No Mookie Betts, no Freddie Freeman once again. So Doc going with the same 9 as last night. Shohei at the top, followed by Tommy Edman and Teoscar Hernandez. Will Smith does the catching and bats cleanup. Max Muncy at third. Kike's at first. Michael Conforto in left. Miguel Rojas playing short. Andy Pages is in center field, Jerry, with Roki making his Major League debut on the mound.
You're looking at Shohei Ohtani right there. Obviously, he had a great night last night. I expect him to have a bigger night tonight there in Tokyo. Look for him to go big fly.
Oh, I love that. No, you know, I love the consistency from yesterday. Put the same defense. We played great defense yesterday. Pitching did their thing. So, you know, put that consistency behind Roki tonight. Let him feel comfortable. Let him go out there and do his thing.
Well, thank you to everybody for staying up late with us or waking up early, depending on what your schedule is. But the pregame ceremonies from Game 2 in Tokyo are coming up right here in about 12 minutes.
Well, similar pageantry to opening day here in Tokyo. We're set for Game 2. The Dodgers and the Cubs. Dodgers trying to sweep this 2-game series across the globe to get the season started. We welcome inside Joe Davis and Eric Karros. Last night was fantastic, no matter how the game went. But then the Stars delivered to the script. You had Yamamoto go 5 innings and get the win, and then the only guy in the game that had multiple hits, go figure, Shohei Ohtani.
Well, certainly the dynamic duo showed up last night for the Dodgers. Shohei Ohtani, everybody wanted to see him, and as you mentioned, he did not disappoint. A couple of base hits, scored 2 runs, really hit the ball hard. Came off the bat a couple times at 107 miles an hour. I think he's probably saving the home run for this evening. Didn't want to go all out just last night. And then, talking about lack of offense, that's what this man provided for the Cubs. Yamamoto was absolutely electric. Throwing the fastball, the splitter, outstanding debut for 2025.
And the script continues to set up perfectly. You've got Roki Sasaki set to make his Major League debut, of course, here in his home country of Japan.
Obviously a lot of fanfare, but for me personally, This is what I came over here to see. Sasaki having an opportunity to go out, his very first start in the big leagues, and then you talk about the arm and what he features. Can't wait to watch it.
Let's go down to the field now. Kirsten and Steven.
Thanks, Joe. Well, first we'll start with Freddie Freeman. So the team will be without him again tonight. Last night he was a late scratch, dealing with a left rib injury. It's actually that same rib that was bothering him during the postseason. But he said last night it's not as severe. And while he's not out there tonight, he did try to be out in that lineup, of course, knowing Freddie Freeman. But Dave Roberts does believe that he's going to be good to go for the Freeway Series. But it's not just about him. Roki Sasaki is making his major league debut tonight. Steven, what are you hoping to see from him?
Well, Kirsten, last time we watched Yoshinobu Yamamoto, when he came over, he was perhaps the most accomplished pitcher to come to the major leagues from Japan. Tonight we will watch perhaps the most hyped prospect. Roki Sasaki garnered the nickname Reiwa no Kaibutsu. It translates into, the monster the Reiwa era. Basically a once-in-a-generation talent. And tonight we'll see that talent on a once-in-a-lifetime stage, making his big league debut in Dodger blue in his home country.
It's going to be a spectacular night, so let's get up to you guys, Joe and EK.
All right, Kirsten and Steven, they won the last game of 2024. They won the first game of And Ohtani, as he always seems to do, delivered in the first game last night. He was the only player with multiple hits in the game, going 2 for 5. He scored a pair of runs as the Dodgers won 4-1, getting 3 runs in the 5th inning, 1 run in the 9th. Ohtani was good at the plate, and the pitching really stole the show with the 5 innings from Yamamoto. The bullpen, 4 scoreless innings, 4 different pitchers, just 1 base runner against the group, and a chance tonight, EK, to sweep this 2-game set.
Yeah, they really set the tone last night. A little bit of offense, some great pitching, and it wasn't an overwhelming, dominant offense, but what it was is it was productive. They garnered some walks, they got the key base hits, and on defense they played well. It was really a complete ball game, setting it up for this evening and setting it up for Sasaki. I'm looking for fireworks tonight.
Yeah. You've been saying that, of course, you're excited to come watch Ohtani and Yamamoto and see everything, but Sasaki's debut, let alone making it here, pretty awesome.
Well, and because he's also, this is a power guy, the fastball could be 100 miles an hour. The splitter could be 98, 99 miles an hour. I just think that the buildup and the expectations, what this kid could be, I mean, we might see the beginning of it tonight.
Got a great hand from the crowd, as Ohtani, of course, did. And we can see what this all means to Japan to have Shohei here. But what about what this all means to Shohei to be here? Dave Roberts said during the anthem last night, he glanced over at Shohei, and it was as emotional as he's seen him in his year plus with him. And Shohei even said when he stepped into the batter's box for his first at-bat, I was nervous. I can't think of the last time I was nervous, he said. But all of this, everything this means to him and to this country, had those butterflies stirring. But, per usual, managed to harness the emotions with the 2-hit game in the 4-1 win. Off we go in game 2 as Ohtani sends the first pitch in the air to left field. Happ goes back onto the track to put it away. Put a scare into it and put a thrill into this crowd. Nearly leaving the yard on the first pitch of the game.
Man, we didn't even have a chance to sit down and get buckled up for the ball game here.
Yeah, I would say folks weren't even settled into their seats, but they were at about 4:30, so that would have been a lot. Up there near the Tokyo Dome roof, which he once punctured with a home run. Tommy Edman takes strike 1 from Steele. Dodgers have their hands full in this game, as they did yesterday with Shota Imanaga with the 4 no-hit innings. Steele's another all-star caliber pitcher. In fact, the last 2 years, the only guy in the National League with a better ERA than Justin Steele is Blake Snell.
Yeah, he's been real good. 2 years ago, finished 5th in the Cy Young Award. And you look at those numbers last year, you could argue that his numbers outside of the win-loss were better last season. Hurt for a little bit, didn't have the number of starts.
And really a 2-pitch guy. I mean, he's got 60% fastball, 30% slider, but he'll change how he throws each one of those pitches, and it feels like more of a variety.
Well, and I see you take a look right there, and it's very similar to Imanaga in that he works the top of the zone with the fastball, And then his breaking pitches, the slider, works down, changes eye level, and will pound the right-handed hitter's glove side.
Gets a chase and a high fastball and strikes out Tommy Edman. You know what you're going to get. It's going to be a fastball or a slider. You can be pretty sure it's going to be a strike. He was in the zone more than any pitcher in baseball last year. But he just induces weak contact. And hitters talk about feeling comfortable, but then being like, what the heck? That was nowhere close to the barrel.
Yeah, you've got some movement on the baseball. And again, as you mentioned, very tough to square up.
Second strikeout for Steele. And here's Ohtani. Ripped the first pitch that he saw, first pitch of the ball game, in the air to deep left field, and it just died shy of the wall. Inside corner for a strike. Tied him up.
Just pounded him in on both pitches. He's got him set up now for that slider. Glove side away. I've seen Ohtani able to cover that pitch, but there it is.
Rolled the first, picked up by Bush, and Ohtani's 0 for 2. 2 up and 2 down in this third inning. Dodgers up 2-0. And the batter is Tommy Edman. And here comes Shohei. Whole country in awe. All the phones out, trying to get their own perspective captured right here. First one from Pearson. Ohtani backs off there, ball 1. When he signed his contract last year, he said to himself, I've got to start doing some things to give back a little bit more. 20,000 elementary schools in Japan, and Shohei had this idea. He sent 3 gloves, 2 right-handers, 1 left-hander, to all 20,000 elementary schools. 60,000 gloves, courtesy of Shohei Ohtani. It was like a holiday there. They knew that they were getting these gloves, and kids were coming on the weekend to play with the gloves, knowing that this was a gift from their hero. 1 ball and 2 strikes on him. And he said it made him daydream about his first glove that he got when he was 5. His older brother, who's partially responsible for getting him into baseball, gave him a hand-me-down. Worn brown leather glove that he used for years. On this 1-2 from Pearson, Ohtani takes ball 2.
Well, we saw him prior to the game. He was out in the left field corner just tossing balls up to the fans, and everybody just clamoring to hope that they could be on the receiving end.
There's an absolute take, right center field. It is off the wall. To second goes Ohtani. To home goes Ohtani. It was a home run. I don't know where that ball hit. It seemed like it was headed to the moon. Did it deflect off of some of the awning?
I thought it hit off the Tokyo Series sign, that blue sign.
Which is below the yellow line, so it wouldn't be a home run.
I mean, the crazy thing is when that ball was hit, I didn't think there was even a question. The way it sounded, the way I yelled off the bat, the way you called it.
I'm really hoping this hit a beam or something. I'm just going to go ahead and retire.
Hey, it's early on, right?
Yeah.
You got on me last night about talking over.
You can get on me now. Bill, tell me I'm not terrible at my job. What do you got? Oh, yeah. He hit it to Kyoto. It's off the wall. Okay, so the question is it fan interference? And the question is, without the fans, would have it been a home run? And the call on the field being home run may be the key thing here.
After review, the call on the field stands. Home run.
Yeah, like I said, an absolute tank. Ohtani's got his first home run of the season, and it comes in Tokyo. Third of the game for LA, 6-2. Guy that hit the first of those 3 home runs, Tommy Edman, watches ball 1.
Shohei keeping in line with the other 2 home runs hit by Dodgers. Did it again with 2 strikes.
日本野球界にとって、いや世界の野球史にとって、決して忘れることのできない夜が訪れた。大リーグ屈指の名門、ロサンゼルス・ドジャースが日本の地に降り立ち、東京ドームにて特別な東京シリーズの最終戦に臨む、その瞬間を世界が固唾を飲んで見守ったのである。主役はもちろん、この男だ。日本が誇る偉大なる英雄、野球の神の化身、大谷翔平である。試合当日の朝、東京には季節外れの雪が舞った。その後は雨に変わり、不安定な天候が続いたが、夜にはまるでその全てが大谷翔平のドラマチックな登場を予感させる序章であったかのように、空は静けさを取り戻した。世界一の称号を背負ったドジャースがシカゴ、カブスとの対戦を迎える。そして、この日は特別だった。世界中が注目する若き豪腕投手、佐々木朗希が待望の大リーグデビューを果たすという歴史的瞬間が迫っていたのだ。テレビ中継は試合開始前から大盛り上がりを見せ、解説者やレポーターたちも興奮を隠しきれない。ジョン・ハートング氏は、東京での特別な試合、そして佐々木朗希のデビュー戦と熱く語り、ジェリー・ヘアストン・ジュニア氏も、絶対に勝つべき試合、ドジャースが無敗で日本を去るべきだと強く主張した。そして、この舞台をさらに盛り上げたのは、やはり大谷翔平の存在であった。大谷はすでに前日の試合で華々しい活躍を見せ、試合後のインタビューでは、初めて緊張を感じたと素直に告白した。あの強心臓、無敵の精神力を誇る親でさえ緊張を覚えたという事実は、日本のファンのみならず世界中の野球ファンを驚愕させた。だが、それこそが大谷翔平の真骨頂である。最高の舞台、最大のプレッシャーを感じる場面でこそ、彼はその力を何倍にも引き上げ、圧倒的なパフォーマンスを披露するのである。そして、この東京シリーズの初戦では大谷翔平と山本由伸、今永翔太といった日本球界の誇るべきスターたちが日本のファンの前で壮絶な投げ合いを披露した。史上初となる日本出身投手同士の先発対決に、スタジアムは異様な興奮と熱気に包まれた。その熱気は翌日の佐々木朗希デビュー戦への期待へとつながり、日本野球界の未来を照らす歴史的瞬間となったのだ。解説者のスティーブン・ネルソン氏は、大谷翔平ですら緊張したなら、誰でも緊張して当然だ、と語り、だが佐々木には特別な魔球がある、と興奮を隠さない。それは佐々木朗希が操る伝説の変化球、スプリットのことである。その落差と球速はまさに人間技ではなく、打者に絶望を与えるほどの魔力を秘めている。この日の試合でも、その魔球が世界を再び驚愕させることは間違いないだろう。そんな中でも、ドジャースの最大の武器であり、最高の主役であることは間違いなく大谷翔平だった。彼が打席に立つだけでスタジアムが震えるほどの熱狂に包まれ、その一挙手一投足に世界が注目する。すでに史上最高の二刀流プレーヤーとして世界を驚嘆させ、今なお進化を続ける大谷。その強靭な精神力、異次元の才能、圧倒的なパワーはまさに野球界の至宝であり、どんな形容詞も足りないほどに偉大である。解説席でもエイドリアン・ゴンザレス氏はこう断言した。大谷翔平という存在は、もはや単なるスターの域を超えている。彼が打席に立つ、投げる、守る、その全てが歴史に残る瞬間なのだ、と力強く述べた。その言葉に込められた真実は重く、深い。大谷翔平こそが、 この東京シリーズを世界的なイベントへと昇華させた最大の要因なのだ。そして大谷翔平を中心としたこのドジャース軍団が日本の地で再び勝利をつかむことができれば、ファンにとっては最高の贈り物となる。チームメイトの山本由伸も昨日の試合で力強い投球を見せ、日本の野球ファンの前で堂々とした姿を示した。大谷と山本という2人のスーパースターが東京の地で躍動する姿は、日本の野球史に残る貴重な光景である。試合開始が迫る中、佐々木朗希はきっと先輩である大谷翔平から多くを学び、この舞台を楽しむだろう。彼らのプレーは日本の若い野球選手たちにとって大きな励みとなり、未来への道標となるに違いない。大谷翔平が歩む道、その偉大な背中に我々ファンは常に夢を重ねている。日本野球界が生んだ最高の逸材、二刀流の神、大谷翔平。その力強さ、その美しさ、その気高さを再び目に焼き付けようではないか。今後も続く大谷翔平、山本由伸、そして佐々木朗希ら日本が誇る英雄たちの挑戦を決して見逃してはならない。野球の神が見せる次なる奇跡に、我々はただ胸を躍らせ、全力で応援しようではないか。歴史はまさに今、この瞬間から始まるのである。